time has passed, how far away you've gone. But it's Christmas, Christmas everywhere, and everywhere is home. It's Christmas, Christmas everywhere, and everywhere is home.
Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. I'm eating some mixed nuts and drinking some coffee with some adaptogen creamer and a little drop of MCT oil. Because, you know, brain health, that's the goal. So yeah. All right. So let me see what's going on in the world. It's Friday. And it feels very laid back for Friday. Usually I'm usually like hyped up and ready to jump into stuff, but I don't feel that today. I feel very wanting to ease into the day. And maybe that's nice for a Friday, you know, because we were out last night, which was nice. So it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm excited to go work out, come back. I got to pick up a prescription at CVS, you know, mundane stuff. I need some paint rollers. I want to open this trim and put some trim on the wall and see what it looks like. You know, I think I might do that because I want to see the color. So I might pop by, like, you know, Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere and get some rollers so I could get up and do my thing, you know. And then sort through stuff, because this weekend, hopefully I'll hear back and I'll start sending off my applications. And I'll pour over the requirements for the schools that I want to apply to for law school. I mean, I may not get in anywhere, but, you know, and if I do get in, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. And that's real. And, you know, I have to be okay with that too. Sometimes we don't get everything we want. And no, I'm not suggesting that I can't get in. I'm not suggesting that I can't find the money. I'm just saying, I'm gonna walk into this, well, real. So that's about it. This coffee is good. I might make me a grand salad for dinner, you know, chopped lettuce, the whole thing. Or maybe I'll just buy a salad. I'll go get me a grilled chicken salad from somewhere. Or go to the salad store and, you know, pull together a couple of salads for myself. Because I don't want to go to the store and buy all the ingredients. You know, it's hard when you're just one person, you know, because if you don't eat salads back to back, if you don't use it all up, it goes bad. I don't want to do that. You know, I really don't want to do that. So I'll take my time and you know, go easy. So yeah. So I know it's probably cost effective, but maybe not, because if you buy stuff and you throw it away, how cost effective is that? I mean, I wish I could tell you I would I'm not cooking for children or anything, so, or family. So there's no necessary, and I just don't want to be cooking. I do though want to get on the hunt for the Impossible Burger people made an Impossible hot dog. I might try to go find that joker, because if I find it, then I could get sauerkraut, and I got to get, sometimes when you buy all this newfangled sauerkraut, I bought 2 different containers of sauerkraut a while back, and it just was not the sauerkraut that I had a taste for. And, all these fancy craft things sometimes are just not worth the effort. You just need old school sauerkraut in a can with a can opener. You feel me? Old school sauerkraut that's been sitting in a can. Take a fork, then you put it in a Tupperware, you put it in the fridge. That's what I need. I need old school sauerkraut, not this sauerkraut, craft sauerkraut, with all these, ingredients in it. Like, no, cabbage and vinegar. That's what I need that. And if the Cat's Delicatessen sells sauerkraut by the pint or whatever, I'll go over there and I'll buy it because I like their sauerkraut. But I'm gonna go look for the Impossible Dog. Let's see if they have it. I gotta. That's a search because I don't feel like driving all around the creation for it. So I might do that. I might do that today. That might be what I do. I don't, so I have to go to places where I think they might have it. And that might be, out to Whole Foods again. I like going to Whole Foods, but even they felt a little, they felt a little not where I wanted to be. I like going there, but sometimes, okay, that's the bratwurst. But they have Impossible, yeah. So, let's see. Somebody's got Impossible Foods. Yeah, they got a hot dog, and I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Or maybe they haven't launched it yet. I see the bratwurst. I've had the bratwurst. I've not had the hot dogs. So now I gotta go and look for them. And hot dog reviews are suspect. And people who like vegan, plant-based stuff, I don't trust some people's taste. I'm just saying. And there's no such thing as a healthy hot dog. I don't care if it's plant-based or not. It's processed, whatever. So it's not going to be good for you. But I'm not talking about eating it every day. I'm talking about when you want a hankering for some food that is just not good for you. Everybody has it. Potato chips ain't good for you either. But every now and again, you got to have a potato chip. It sounds like I'm looking for a man, the Impossible Dog. No, Harry. Harry, I saw a meme yesterday that cracked me up. It said, hey, sis, you wasting your time on these dating apps. What you need to do is go to the obituary page and look for widowers, the men whose spouses who have said, she was a good and abiding wife or some old mess. You go look for the obituaries and scan somebody who has been married and has been married for a considerable amount of time. Oh, the Impossible Dog doesn't come out until 2024. Okay. So, all right. I tried it. I tried it. I tried it. They're doing pop-ups in places, like New York. So they're going to test them in New York. Oh, they've been testing them. I mean, I already had the plant-based bratwurst, which is nice, and the Italian sausage. So I've had the sausages and the brats, which are really, really good. They are really good. Are really good. But I want a hot dog. Do you know what I mean? So who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see. Maybe I'll just so I don't trust reviews of people who pick out good vegan hot dogs, because vegan hot dogs, some plant-based hot dogs are I've had a couple and I do not like them. But if I could get to the flavor of a hot dog without having a hot dog, I would do that. And then I follow this cat on Instagram. I think his name is Curtis. He has a hot dog stand in Crenshaw in LA. And I love his Instagram, his TikTok, whatever it is. So he talks about how he's the only one in the country to cut up the hot dog. He cuts them down the middle and then he cuts them up in the hot dog. And then he puts it. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful work of art the way he do these hot dogs. And I put a message in there. I said, listen, I just want a simple jumbo dog with yellow mustard and sauerkraut. So he messaged me back. He's like, Babz, I got you. Come through. I'm like, I'm in Connecticut. I'm not going to Crenshaw. I can't get to Crenshaw in the next 20 minutes. Ooh, but baby, them hot dogs look damn good on that grill. So I don't know where he is on Crenshaw. My California people know him. He has some beautiful hot dogs on that grill, and he was putting all kinds of stuff. And he got a whole technique on how to do chili dogs and relish, all the stuff. And I was just like, I don't need all that on a hot dog. I just need yellow mustard. Oh, can I just tell you too? I was in IKEA yesterday, the day before. I don't know what the hell's happening in IKEA, but it was a terrible experience. And then I had the nerve to go, and I wanted a hot dog, because sometimes a hot dog at IKEA is pretty good. They're cheap. Child, this hot dog wasn't even hot. And then they had a mustard dispenser, and it had honey mustard in the dispenser. So I don't know if that was for, the pretzels that they sell or whatever. It was horrible on a hot dog. I was like, eh. It was wretched. I was just so disappointed with IKEA yesterday. IKEA felt like Walmart yesterday. It was in there. It was like a line. They had one cash register, and the self-serve cash register was all down. This is why we still need people to work. This technology mess is annoying. So finally somebody comes and opens another register, and all the registers, they don't take cash, they just take cards, and one register takes cash. I mean, it's just a pain in the ass. And then so I go to the food court after I buy what I buy. Excuse me. I go to the food court and I'm standing there and the little man is on his phone. And I don't know what is happening. I just don't know, because I haven't been in there in so long. Well, apparently you have to go to the kiosk and order, and then he gets it, and then he'll, so he's pointing to the thing, and I'm like, what is he pointing at? So I went up to the kiosk, I ordered 2 hot dogs and a drink, and I put my money in. Those were the worst hot dogs I have ever had. IKEA, I don't know what you are doing, but it was terrible. I should have got the vegan hot dog. I was gonna, but I was like, no, let me get a hot dog. I'll never do that again. It was terrible. That honey mustard, I couldn't find any yellow mustard, like regular yellow mustard. That mess was terrible. I should just put ketchup on it. If I was going to put sugar, I might as well use red sugar. It was awful. I was just so disgusted. I did not enjoy my time in IKEA yesterday. I just did not enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know if they just didn't have enough people. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, I'll be back because, IKEA, but I don't know, maybe it was the time of day. I don't know. And I didn't walk to the show rooms. I went right to the market. I bought some wine glasses because I needed some red wine glasses. Because, they're like six, whatever they are. You don't care if you break them because you can go get more, you know. So I bought a soap dispenser, a glass soap dispenser, because I want one in the kitchen to sit up on the counter instead of having a big container of dishwashing liquid on the counter. Ugh. So yeah, that was, and I had to get some curtain rods because there ain't curtains in the room where Margot is once we move stuff out the way. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I plan on doing this weekend. And then I gotta go get some paint brushes because I want to take a look at this paint on the walls. I'm just gonna roll some out on the wall and on the trim and see what it looks like in different variations of the day. See if I like this color and where else I could use this color. Because I'm thinking the kitchen color that I bought, and I bought paint from Claire. Claire's that sister who made all this wonderful no-vogue paint. Paint that doesn't like harm you. And it's a very curated list of colors. And I've been thinking about a color for this apartment. And I like and I bought paint for my bedroom, and then I bought paint for the kitchen. And I think the kitchen color is like a peachy orange color, soft. Because I want brightness, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And I think I want a dramatic, moody living room, maybe. We'll see. So much to do, so little time. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the gym and work out, and get myself strong. And then I need to my suitcase is already out. I've got to see where I need to go to get a yellow fever. Oh, Ellen Holly. Do y'all remember Ellen Holly from she used to be on the soap operas on One Life to Live. So she was a Black woman that passed as a white woman on the soap operas. And she was 92. That's a long life. See, I want that kind of longevity. You know what I mean? So Ellen Holly was the first Black person to star in a soap opera with her lead role on One Life to Live. And she died Wednesday at Calvary Hospital in the Bronx. She was 92. She died in her sleep. If you got to die, that's how I want to do it. So her first roles on television included appearances on The Big Story in 1957, The Defenders in 1963, Sam Benedict in 1963, Dr. Kildare in 1964, and The Doctors and the Nurses in 1963 and 1964. Holly played the groundbreaking character Carla Gray on the hit ABC show One Life to Live from 1968 to 1980 and 1983 to 1985. She was personally chosen for the role by television producer Agnes Nixon after she saw a New York Times opinion piece that Holly wrote called "How Black Do You Have to Be?" about the difficulty of finding roles as a light-skinned Black woman. Holly was born on January 16, 1931 in Manhattan to parents William Garnett Holly, a chemical engineer, and Grace, or is it Grace or Gracie Holly, a housewife and a writer. Wow. Did they really say a housewife and a writer? A graduate of Hunter College, she became a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority during her college years. And Holly began her acting career in New York City and Boston stages, and she made her Broadway debut in Too Late, the Phalarope in 1956. And she went on to star in the Broadway production Face of a Hero, Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright, and A Hand is on the Gate. So from 1958 to 1973, she led the productions of numerous Joseph Patt New York Shakespeare Festival productions. And throughout her years in the theater, she worked opposite such luminaries as Roscoe Lee Brown and James Earl Jones, Jack Lemmon, Barry Sullivan, and Cicely Tyson. Holly also studied with dance pioneer Katherine Dunham and was passionate about the role of dance in revealing the richness of African American culture. On One Life to Live, her attempt to come to terms with her racial identity and her love triangle with two doctors, one white, the other black, helped launch viewership of the nascent soap opera into high ratings. Holly was featured in such publications as Newsweek's TV Guide, Ebony, Soap Opera Digest, and the New York Times. Soon, there were Black storylines in All My Children and General Hospital, helping ABC to dominate daytime for 2 decades. In later years, Holly spoke out about being underpaid and other mistreatment she claimed she and some other fellow Black castmates received from show executives despite their contributions to the show's success. Listen, it is Black people that kept soap operas around and kicking. And the fact that they didn't want to treat these Black actors right, it's just more of the usual white supremacy in this country. So she continued to appear in a small screen on the small screen with a recurring role as a judge on The Guiding Light from 1988 to 1993, and In the Heat of the Night from 1989 to 1990, as well as the television movie 10,000 Black Men Named George, alongside Andre Braugher and Mario Van Peebles. And she also appeared on the big screen in Take a Giant Step, Cops and Robbers, and Spike Lee's School Days. Holly wrote numerous pieces for the New York Times. In 1996, her autobiography, One Life, the autobiography of an African-American actress, was published and reflective of a life dedicated to the arts and civil rights causes. In her final years, she began preparations on a documentary about her life and the storied activism of her family. In the 1990s, she took the civil service examination and became a librarian, serving as such for many years at White Plains Public Library. In her autobiography, she referred to her years there as some of the happiest of her life. Holly was predeceased by her younger sister, Jean H. Grant, and her niece, Holly Grant Jones. She is survived by grandnieces, Alexa and Ashley Jones, daughters of her beloved niece, Holly Grant Jones, who predeceased her, and their father, Xavier Jones. First cousins, Wanda. She got a whole bunch of people. In keeping with Holly's wishes, there will be no funeral. As an expression of sympathy, donations may be made to the Obama Presidential Center or St. Jude's Christian Children's Research Hospital. Oh, that's pretty interesting. How they gonna do an Omega service if she ain't gonna have no service? Wow. That's pretty intense. Okay. All right. So that's the news. There's some news there. There's some news there. And we're all waiting for Sierra to have this baby. Did she have the baby yet? When is this baby coming? Is this baby coming on Christmas Day? Because Sierra looked like she's about ready to drop this baby any minute now. Oh, Lord, we waiting for this baby. Anyway, just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, you know what? It's anti-mall weekend. So if you have opportunity to get over to a lot of studio this weekend, they do the annual anti-mall shopping, holiday shopping. So feel free to make your way over there and see all the artisans, 14 local vendors for the holiday shopping season. So it's a shop small. So you have let's see what time. You have all kinds of stuff going on Saturday from 12 to 6. So if you're out and about, you need some Christmas presents, you're doing your Christmas shopping, shop small, shop local. So a lot of studio. I've gone in years past. It's always a good time. I've got stuff that I still have that I bought. So feel free to make your way over. Make your way over to Lotta Studio over there in the Westville Village. up Whaley Avenue, up that way. So I'm just saying, make your way. And the weather will be good tomorrow, so you could just park and walk and stroll, and get out of a lot of studio too, like walk across the street to the other places too. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on over there, a whole bunch of shopping that you can do. So you know so I'm just saying, you know go and do some stuff. This is a good weekend to do it. The weather is nice. It'll be sunny, halfway sunny. You could eat. You get some coffee at Pistachio if you like. I like that rose coffee with the oat milk latte, the rose latte. I like it. So who knows? You might see me. I doubt it. I got stuff that I need to do. I need to be close to the house. I've been putting off things. And this is a good weekend to like get into what I need to do. So just, take my word for it. Go. A friend of mine just posted something that I just thought was really, really good. I want to read it before we go. It's under the it's by Louise Erdrich, and it's from the book The Painted Drum. You can get it on Amazon. And it's a my friend Jackie Shelton Green, who was the poet laureate for North Carolina, posted it this morning, and I think this is a nice thing to take into the weekend on top of the Advent stuff. But life will break you. Nobody can protect you from that, and being alone won't either. For solitude will also break you with its yearning. You have to love. You have to feel. It is the reason you are here on earth. You have to risk your heart. You are here to be swallowed up. And when it happens that you are broken or betrayed or left or hurt or death brushes too near, let yourself sit by an apple tree and listen to the apples falling all around you in heaps, wasting their sweetness. Tell yourself that you've tasted as many as you could. I just like that, because that's what life is, right? Like no one leaves this life unscathed. You're gonna have heartache and disillusionment and betrayal and disappointment. You're gonna have all those bona fide emotions. But none of that should stop you from eating apples, as many as you can. as many as you can. I'm here to tell you. If you're waiting for a sign, let what I just said be the sign. Don't wait for another 5 pounds. Don't wait for another whatever. Get in there and just do it. Just do it. That's all I'm going to say. Just do it. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, that's the way of the world. So I want everybody to, take in this weekend and find something to get into. If you're feeling the holiday spirit, feel the holiday spirit. If you're decorating trees, decorate away. If you are lighting menorahs, get your fanciest menorah out. Don't save it for special occasions. If you got 20,000 menorahs, put them all out and light them all. Seriously, don't save them. Don't like, oh, we're not going to use this one this year. We're going to use the other one. If you have ornaments, put them out. Don't save them. Use this time right now to just be grateful and celebratory and happy, and you can hold all the emotions. We have the capacity to sit in solitude and sit with sorrow, and we also have the capacity to be celebratory. You do not have to choose one or the other. You can be sad for some things in the world, and you can be celebratory toward other things in the world. We have the capacity to do that. That's what makes us great as humans, that we have the capacity. And you don't have to lose sight of either one of those things. You know, you're not disrespectful to the sadness by celebrating, and you're not discounting sadness for celebrating, you know, and you're not celebrating and discounting sadness. You're not doing that. You have the capacity to hold all the emotions. We have the capacity to shift back and forth as moments call us to do. So put away guilt feelings of whatever. Rejoice in being able to put your arms around your loved ones. Rejoice in that. And mourn if you need to mourn those that have passed, those that have moved on to the next realm, you know. And it's all right to stand in solidarity with Israel and have great empathy and care and concern for Palestine. We are all people on this planet. You do not have to call your loyalties into question. You are human first, before any label that you put upon yourself, before you identify as anything. You are human first. And the more that you have empathy for others that are outside of whatever it is, the label that you slap on yourself, whatever label you identify as, you know, it's not going to make you less human to care about the plight of other people. It's not going to make you less human. It's not going to make you less Jewish to care about Palestinians and the genocide of Palestine. It's not going to make you less Jewish. It's not going to make you less white if you care about what happens in Africa. It's just not. It's not going to make you less Black if you concern yourself with what is going on in the streets in America. It's just not. So, you know, so think about that when you are watching things, and don't say, oh, those people or they. No, it is we, it is us, it is all of us. We are all breathing the same air. We are all under the same sun. We are all under the same moon. We are all walking on this planet. You know, we are all here together. And so once we decide to take down the barriers of othering, maybe we can get to some peace. Maybe we can get to some peace. That's my hope. That's what I'm going to walk into the weekend with. I hope you do too. I will see you all on Monday. Ashe, amen. Mazel tov. I'll see y'all when I see you. Merry Christmas. Harry, this better be some Christmas music.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come